All right, let's hop into the word for today. We are coming today out of my reading schedule, which I'm in Proverbs right now. So, Proverbs 11, starting in verse 14. And it says, "Where there is no guidance, a people falls. But in an abundance of counselors, there is safety." In an abundance of counselors, there is safety. And, I've been blessed, especially in my spiritual journey, since I've been a Christian since around 2004. And really since about 2006, 2007, man, I've really been blessed to have an abundance of counselors in and out of my life. Some more consistent than others, some closer than others. But I've really been blessed, man. Shout out to Grace Way, shout out to Jim Lee, Ron Haley, so many people that have invested, so many men of God that have invested their lives in me, um, and their time and even their money, and even their prayers and also even tears, man. And I've really been blessed in that way. Um, and right now, I think about right now, it's not quite the same, and I do have a solid brother in the faith that I talk to on a regular basis, man. Shout out to Fred. Um, but yo, as I'm thinking about that, me and him are about the same age, and he's wise, man. He's gracious, but um, outside of that, and part of it with COVID, part of it is just how my life is set up right now. I haven't made a lot of extra time available to to lend my ear to another counselor, right? Um, and so when I'm reading that verse, um, long story short, man, that's something I'm praying about, because if I'm talking about a transformational spiritual and physical journey, not to mention wanting to grow financially, wanting to grow as an entrepreneur, different areas in my life, musically, artistically, so many different things as a husband. And so I was really challenged by that. And so I'm not going to sit up here and say I have all the answers, like I just have all these counselors and wise people speaking into my life and investing in me right now. I do have a few, don't get me wrong. Um, but that's something I'm actively praying about. And so, uh, one thing that requires, though, as I'm thinking about this passage, is humility. And that's something I can grow in, which leads me to the next passage, the next verse from the word today, which was Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1, which says, let's see here, "Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid." Right? The ESV version actually uses the word stupid, yes. And to put it plain, don't be stupid. And so let me define that word reproof. Essentially means correction. In other words, don't be that guy or don't be that gal who every time someone lovingly tries to correct you or give you advice, just rejects it just off principle, right? Whether it be pride, or whatever it is. Usually it's pride, right? Um, for me, like, I'll be honest, this one also challenged me. Like, I don't like being corrected. I don't like being told that I'm wrong. I think that's more so the humiliating part, or the part that hurts the pride. I think it's just hearing from someone that you're wrong, especially if you didn't invite that reproof or invite that correction. And so I understand it, and there's a time and place, and you don't just take advice or correction from anybody unwarranted. However, we have to have discernment, again, by the word of God, and have humility to know, hey, sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I need to be corrected, um, and I need to yield to the voice of someone who's wiser than me. And so, again, as part of a transformation journey, like we're talking about a course correction. I was going one way and I want to improve my course and go another way. I want to make a course correction. So, how can I do that if I don't accept correction when it comes to me, right? It's not always going to be an audible voice of God that pops off the pages of the Bible during my prayer time. Sometimes they're going to send, God's going to use a pastor, sometimes a friend, sometimes my wife, sometimes my parents. Who knows? It could be a stranger reviewing my work, a co-worker. End of the day, I'm challenged by that. And so that's another thing I'm praying for. One, man, who do I need to seek out as a counselor in my life, in addition to who I already have? And do I need a counselor for different areas of my life? Maybe someone for finances, someone for physical health, someone for spiritual development. And then two, that I would have a more humble heart to accept reproof, to accept correction from wise counsel when it comes, and to make an honest self-assessment and lend my ear and lend my heart to wise counsel. So that's the word for today. Don't be stupid. Peace.